Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. All right, before we get on here, we definitely we're looking for some people to call in, but let's give
You
it a
already
minute.
know what it is. Live,
Uncut, unedited.
unedited.
All right, make sure you send your boy some stars. All right, definitely. That would be nice. All right, people, come on in. 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 Come on in tonight. And we're a little early, 7 o'clock. No, I'll be later than this, but don't want to be on here all night. And I need you guys to call in. We got to talk. And I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for now. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for certain callers. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for certain callers tonight that do not agree with the prosecution dropping all charges. That's what I'm looking for. Now, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for callers who disagree. That's what I'm looking for. I need you guys to call in. All right. With the charges being dropped. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the other side. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a different opinion, different light. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I'm looking for someone to call in tonight that do not agree with the state's attorney dropping all charges of the mother and the son. That's who I'm looking for. I want to hear from you tonight. I want to hear from you tonight. This is live, uncut, unedited. I want to hear from you tonight. So make sure you tag some people in this. I see you 10 speed. All right. Listen, I'm looking for some people that if you agree, I don't need to hear from you. You can stay in the messenger. But I'm looking for those that don't agree with the charges being dropped. I need you to call in the call-in number. Call-in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, again, call-in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. Call in. I'm looking for more callers. I got 2 callers on the line so far. I'm looking for some more callers. If you disagree with the charges being dropped, please call in. Call in. Here's the number. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right. If you disagree with the charges being dropped today, I need you to call in. I got 3 calls. Anonymous, please. I don't need no anonymous calls. I'm not accepting no anonymous. So if you can't call and show your number, I won't say your name. I'm not going to accept your call. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So you need to hang up and call back. All right. I am not taking no anonymous callers. I won't say your name. Yeah. I'm just telling you, people. Hey, how you doing? Just hold on. I got 3 people so far. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. If you do not agree, anonymous caller, I'm not accepting your call. I'm sorry. This is live, uncut. If I have your number, I should have your. If you have my number, I should have your number. All right, that's how we gonna do it on this show. And I'm looking for somebody that don't agree with the charges being dropped with the mother and the son. People, do me a favor. Make sure you put your phones on mute until I call on you. I'm getting ready to call. Put your phone on mute so it won't be no echo. And do not have me on speakerphone when I call on you. Take me off speakerphone and turn down all audio. Thank you. If you do not agree with the charges being dropped about mother and son, please call in. All right, let's get the show on the roll because I'm not going to drag it on all night. I'm going to 0922. Did you want to say something? I know who you are. You just want to wait. You listening in. I think you told me just.
I would like to wait.
Okay, hold it. Just hold it. You explain nothing else. All right.
Okay.
Eric, I'm listening to 1566. 1566. Caller, you're live, uncut, unedited. 1566. You're live, uncut. I want to hear what you got to say. 1566, caller. All right. I'm going to boot you off. I'll go to the next one. We're not going to play these games. All right. 6745. I'm looking for somebody that don't agree with the charges being dropped. That's all I want to hear from.
Hey, Martin.
How you doing? How you doing, man?
How you doing? This Angel again.
Okay, Angel. Angel, do you agree with the charges or not? Do you agree that they shouldn't have dropped them? That's what I need to know. That's all.
Yes, I don't agree they should have dropped them. People need to be held accountable. And as far as cause and effect, we've seen enough nonsense in the world that you should nip things in the bud. It's nothing wrong with walking away. What's wrong with walking away? What's wrong with shutting up? What's wrong with just letting that negative energy just go and just walking away?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have someone dead over nothing. She put her son into jeopardy over nothing at a hot dog stand. What sense does this make?
Okay. Well, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you feel that first-degree murder for the mom and the son was too severe?
First degree, and there's different degrees. So I wouldn't say first degree. Definitely maybe manslaughter, but not first degree.
Okay. Now, they did drop the first degree charges and everything they had and let them go. So I think that was the right thing to do for as first degree murder.
Right.
I'll say that. I'll say that part. Okay. All right. Just hold on. Let me go to the next caller. 1566. 1566. Come on, caller. 1566. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what's wrong with their phone. But
maybe they still muted.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna go back to you since you're on the line 6745. So you saying it should have been some accountability. Now
definitely.
As you've been
what is this showing up?
Right. As you've been a woman now, when you want your son to defend you?
Me being a woman, I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Okay.
Why would I step in front of a train? Why would I step into the lines then? If somebody is irate and going off and the hands, the fist is clenched up and the evil that's going on in the world, why would I put myself in that situation? Then turn around and put my child in that situation. I don't want my child to stand up for me if that's like them standing in front of me and I'm standing in front of a train. Why would I want to put my child in that predicament? Another black man, 14 years old. What is this teaching? It's so much deeper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what is this teaching us? Okay, we already know these kids is out here with guns. And now you got a mama, yeah. He said something about me. Come shoot him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Why would I put myself in that situation?
Right. Hold him.
I could have ordered my food, went back and sat down with my son.
Right.
Case closed.
Yeah, hold it, Mom. I got another caller. Hold it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, caller. 8868. You're live, uncut, unedited.
What was the question?
Oh Lord, look at you. I'm looking for no. Listen, I'm serious now. I'm looking for someone who disagree with the charges being dropped from the mother and son. If you agree that the charges shouldn't be, yeah, right. So, that's what I'm looking for. So if you agree with the charges, I don't need to talk to you. I'm sorry, no disrespect or anything like that. But I'm looking for people that disagree with the charges being dropped. Okay, so.
Okay.
Well, so you agree with the charge or you disagree?
I agree and disagree.
Oh, well, no. I need one or the or now. You know. Okay. So you got to take a stand.
I disagree with the charges being dropped.
Oh, well, no. I need one or now.
Okay. Somebody everybody put their phone on
Okay.
mute.
So you got.
Well, I disagree with the charges being dropped.
Hold on, ma'am.
No, I need one or now. Okay.
Hold on.
Somebody. Everybody put their phone on.
5187.
You got.
I disagree with the charges being dropped.
Hold on, man.
Hold on. That's 5187. People, when you call in, please turn your volume down on social media or YouTube, whatever you're on, and make sure you don't have me on a speakerphone. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. 6745. Let me hear you. I mean, what was that I was talking to? That was 6745. That was 8868. Come on, caller.
Okay, reason being, let's say in the concealed carry world, if you are a concealed carry holder, you know the rules. You know exactly what you're not supposed to do. Number one, I don't believe that the 14-year-old should have had a gun on him in the first place, especially if she's a concealed carry holder. She should have been the one who had the gun on her. Okay, that's number one. Number two, why would a 14-year-old have a gun in their hand? And we're trying to keep all the guns off these young people's hands right now in the city of Chicago. It's a big old problem right now that we're having with all these youth picking up these guns. So that's number two. Number three, as a concealed carry holder, you shouldn't have been in no place arguing with someone. What you're taught in class is to walk away from situations so it don't turn into you have to use lethal force or anything like that. So no, I don't agree with the charges being dropped. Because why did this little boy have a gun in his hand? Number one. Number two, why mom didn't walk away? Mom could have walked away from that whole situation where she should have kept quiet, just shut up. When someone is getting irate, you to diffuse the situation, you be quiet and walk off. Especially if you have a chance to walk off. Now, if he would have followed you, that's a different story. Then I could say, okay, lethal force would have been guaranteed because that individual is now creating a place where you're feeling like you can't get away from something. You can't walk away.
Okay, I need to stop you for a minute.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Let me stop you. So everybody, please put your phone on mute, please. Thank you. This is what I need to ask you. When you say legal force, what's the difference between legal force and deadly force? There's a difference. But explain that since you're a concealed and carrier. So explain that to us.
Well, in Illinois, period, they have a law for using deadly force, but they don't specify in which way you should use it. But if you take a concealed carry class, you'll know that the use of deadly force, you have to have four things in place. You have to be in fear of anything being done to you or bodily harm to your family. You have to be the person who is the victim. You can't be seen as the aggressor. You have to have no other means that you could have resorted to, which was walk away, hide behind something, get out the situation, and you have to be able to have a retreat. A retreat meaning you could have used something different, like a knife, taser, anything else. If you didn't have those things in place and this person kept coming up to you, had like 4 people watching the scene as it unfolds. Someone could have stepped in. They did not. So my thing is everybody in on this? You know what I'm saying? Is everybody responsible for what happened? Because they stood by, innocent bystanders just stood by and let it happen instead of telling the guy to calm down or anything like that.
Okay. Quick question.
Daddy that was behind him with a cigar in his mouth, he could have told him to calm down, young butt, step back, skip to the side, let this woman go ahead and leave. She could have, in turn, walked off, got her son, and she told him to go to the car. She could have followed him out or grabbed her son and said, let's go, or asked for a refund for her food or something. But she could have diffused that situation too. And the other 3 people that was back there recording while it unfolded, the young lady, it was another person behind the guy with the cigar, because they all moved out the way when they saw a gun.
Let me ask you a question too. What do they teach?
You cannot use deadly force in Illinois, period. The only way you can use deadly force is if you don't have any other retreat, which is to hide under something, get away from something, and you actually like stuck in a block or something, like fences where you can't climb over. If you can't get away, have no other means of retreat, then you can resort to using deadly force. Other than that, number one, the mistake was them coming out at 11 o'clock and the little boy having a gun. That's number one. Number two, a lady escalating the situation when she could have just turned around, ignored the couple that was laughing at her and him. She didn't have to respond to their request. She could have walked off like, okay, them just some little kids acting up, and ignored it. And he would have stopped. If they would have followed them out, egging it on, then you creating a problem, because now I feel like I'm being intimidated. I'm intimidated by you. I'm scared. I'm in fear for my life because you followed me and my son out of there.
Okay. Now, what you're explaining to us are what some of the rules are with conceal and carry, right? Am I correct?
You cannot use deadly force.
Okay. Now, I know you. I know who you are, and I know you're a mother, proud mother. I want to say this to you. I understand when you say you agree, disagree. You're glad the charges. I felt like that first-degree murder was too harsh, the charge.
It should have been manslaughter or something.
Okay, not first-degree murder. So I'm
not
glad.
Secondary, not first degree. It was manslaughter because she didn't mean to do it. It just happened.
Well, she didn't do it, but the son
and her
did it.
son happened to be who it happened with. But in Illinois, it could have went either way. You get what I'm saying? They dropped the charges, which is awesome. But still, how does this 14-year-old get a gun in their hands? And why do a concealed carry holder? Why is her son carrying a gun and not her?
Mm-hmm.
And then why these people that was behind you didn't protect you? It's like the public is not able to protect people now. You could see somebody getting a butt whooped in front of people walking outside, or somebody about to get raped. Somebody putting a knife up to you saying, you my girlfriend, and you don't even know this man that's walking with you.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll let this man rape you and get you somewhere that you don't even know this person. And you yelling, help me, help me. It's like people turn the other cheek. Like, what happened to people helping each other in the community?
Hold on. So you telling me it's a crime for a 14-year-old to have a gun?
Yes. You cannot, 14-year-old is not supposed to have a gun until he's 21. Legally. He cannot carry a gun. Now, you can protect your house, your household. because you're at home, somebody trying to attempt to come in your home. Yeah, you got the right to protect your home if your mom says it's okay for you to protect the home, because we do teach home protection for how you come up with a plan for your family and who's supposed to grab the gun if somebody is trying to come in your home. But we don't talk about what you do in public. By law, your child is not supposed to have a gun at 14. 21 and older. And they have to have a license for it, legally. Because you cannot even purchase a gun till you're 21.
Okay. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Don't go nowhere. Let me check these couple of callers. 5187. Last 4 digits.
Can we talk? Right there.
Sir, you have me on loud mic. Oh, Lord. There you go. 7615. 7615.
Yo, Martin, what's going on, man?
All right. Now, you know what the deal is. I'm looking for people who disagree with the charge, all the charges being dropped. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand.
Well, tell me why you disagree.
Well, Martin, I'm gonna say this. So it's kind of a double standard thing.
Okay, let's hear
because
it.
At the end of the day, I'm a younger guy. I'm 28 years old.
Okay, let's hear it.
And to be honest with you, I went through the same situation with some of my family members. And I'm not gonna say no names on here, but I ended up getting shot by one of my cousins behind some shit behind my auntie, right?
Okay.
Family situations, and in the back of my head, retaliation was always there. You know what I'm saying? And we should be thinking about this same thing in this case. Do you know how much is going to come behind this?
Mm-hmm.
Did they think about how much was going to come behind this when they did that? Besides the charges that was brought against them, how much is our city going to cry, Martin? How much blood going to see these streets before somebody feel like Jeremy Brown life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so I don't get it, Martin. I understand that the charges was a little bit too severe. 1st-degree murder for her and the son.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
but it should have been
Martin, come on now.
Yeah. Well, let me say something. I need to address something real quick. First of all, if you don't like what's being said on here, if you can't be a mature adult and listen in without making any negative comments toward people's opinions and facts and all that, this may not be the live for you. Don't force me to block you. I don't want to do that. Listen, this is not no one-sided live. Earlier, we heard everybody say they agree with the charges being dropped. I agree with that as well. It should have never been first-degree murder on neither party, both either. I agree with that. Now, what I'm looking for, people that disagree that all the charges should have been dropped. That's what I'm looking for. And why? They have a right on this show to speak their mind. I'm going to allow them on this platform. So if you don't like what's being said, you can kindly block me, unfriend me, or exit the live. That's all you can do. Okay? Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Go ahead, caller. 7615. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so it's just crazy, Martin. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going through the whole thing. People on TikTok talking about it, and it's like it's being the forefront of the black people right now. This is a real situation for us, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a sad. It really is a sad situation because like everything you're saying, it was always the option to walk away for both parties.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's just really sad that in her mind and in her son's mind, the only conclusion to deal with that problem was to reach for a firearm and to kill a man. So I mean, with all the charges being dropped, I totally disagree with that because who gonna answer to this dead body, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hold it, brother. Hold it. I got another caller. 9914.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
Yes, go ahead.
No, You know, I agree with the charges being dropped. You know,
Okay.
against, you know,
Well,
I'm
okay.
against what you
Hold
said.
it. Hold it. Hold
I
it.
disagree with what you said. Go ahead.
Hold it. Somebody, put your phone on mute, please, because I hear some noise in the background. Please do that. Now, what I'm looking for are people that disagree with the charges being dropped. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for nobody that agree that all the charges should have been dropped. That's what I'm looking for tonight. Okay, so if you agree that the charge should be dropped, I don't have a problem with that. I'm looking for something else. Okay, so this is the wrong one. You can listen in and chime in and make some comments or something. All right.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. All right. You can hang up, sir. Actually, 3708. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Martin. How you doing today?
Good.
No, I don't agree that the charges should have been dropped.
Why?
They shouldn't have been charged with first-degree murder. I feel like she should have got a lesser charge. The reason why I feel like that is because you got a lot of people out here that went through similar situations that was not able to get out as quick as she was. And now that I'm doing that, it's going to make people feel like if they get hit, they got a right to just go around and shoot people. Yep.
Okay.
And get a gun and go shoot people. The crime rate's going to go higher.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm listening. And you
I just want to.
Go ahead.
What you going to say, Martin?
Me personally, now I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have did something too, depending on my mind frame. I probably did what that young boy did, but I'm just thank God I've never been put in a situation like that. So I understand both sides.
Right.
You know, but like the young man
I don't
said,
feel like he wrong for what he did.
Right. But I understand both sides. But my thing is, like the young man said, the 28-year-old said, there's a dead body involved in this, people.
That's what I was thinking about.
That's a dead body.
And then you got to think about how 3 whole families just was almost going to be ruined in the blink of an eye. Off stupidity. And then remember the CCA guy?
I remember that.
They jumped on him.
Yeah.
You know, and he got in trouble for that.
He got 7 years too. Yeah. Lost his job.
You see what I'm saying? So why should, and that's why I say that the systems is very, very corrupt. And I'm not gonna lie, I got to consider carry too. I probably wouldn't have ran the guy my gun because I know as quick as you get it, it's easy to lose it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared of jail, but still.
Well, what was you taught? What was you taught in class to concealed carry?
I wasn't taught that. I was taught that if I was only able to use my gun if somebody was a threat with a gun.
Yeah.
He wasn't a threat at that point because he didn't have a gun in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't finna shoot him. I could have took other precautions. I probably would have fought him back because I'm in Inglewood. I probably would have never won.
Yeah.
Then I would have I got relatives would have got on that ass. I would have called the police.
And you would have been in your house looking at it and not in jail.
Like I said, like they said, that's just double jeopardy. It's just it's like it's hard, and you don't really know unless you're in that situation at that spur of the moment.
Okay. Wow. All right. Let me take this other caller. Hold on, ladies. 2745. Go ahead, caller. 2745.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. I just wanted to make sure I agree with everybody, but I just had a comment for the whole situation because it's a little like.
Hey, is it the birthday girl?
Emotional. No, that's not the birthday girl.
Okay, all right. I thought it sounded like, okay, go ahead.
No, but the whole situation is very emotional.
Yes, it is.
Because as a Black culture, we always say our men don't treat the females right. Even on your podcast, we've had these conversations before about the Black men, how they don't do the women right. Now, that was somebody's mother, and he's somebody's son, correct?
Correct.
And she's also with her son, okay?
Correct.
I didn't see nobody in that video or in that restaurant step in and be like, all right, y'all, just calm down. It's kids around, relax. That never took place. Everybody waited for a show. So that's the first thing that was wrong. We didn't have each other back as a culture, period. Secondly, he is a man. He should have been able to walk away and understand that lady is a woman and just let the situation die down. They in a restaurant. The food couldn't have been that good. You see what I'm saying, Martin?
Mm-hmm.
For three, that woman is in there with her child. He should have been able to understand this lady is with her child. I'm going to let her get her food, and I'm going to just go on about my day. Everybody had bad days, Martin. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But when you with your child, you don't want to act unruly in front of them. And you definitely don't want nothing bad to happen to you while you with your child. It was a lot of mistakes that went on in this situation. Honest to God's truth. Even the workers that was in the back of the counter, they have a duty as well for their customers that come spend their money in their business. They didn't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
But at some point, in this day and age that we living in, you have to hold somebody accountable, okay? Mm-hmm. The man, like I heard you say a lot of times on your platform, men are the leaders in our culture. Y'all are the black men. Y'all supposed to lead the world, help us, and lead the children and the women. In this scenario, this man couldn't calm himself down enough to allow this woman just to get her food and leave. You know, he keeps screaming, he keep hollering, and you have to think PTSD is real in the black community when it comes to these kids and violence and seeing their mamas cry. That's real. That's real life. That's reality. You see what I'm saying? I'm not giving nobody the leeway to say like he was right for shooting him or nothing like that, another case like that, but you have to be a realist. You have to think if you was a child and somebody was hitting your mama and beating on your mama waiting on some food. You know, you're not going to think clearly in that situation because that's your mother. Your emotions is overrunning your logical thinking because that's your mom. Secondly, that's a grown man and a grown woman, the way that he did. I saw the video and I had my own scenarios throughout my years with men as well. But I have never got hit by a man like that in public. I'm just going to put that out there. Never got hit like that, especially in front of my child. That's a different type of hurt. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably means that he was doing to his girl too, with him while he was there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, it's a child in their presence. These are people that y'all discussing. It's all adults. Who is caring about this kid right here, watching his mama go through this? Who? We talk about the kids all the time on one platform, but y'all not grasping the whole situation. No, everybody overlooked the child until he shot the man. Why y'all didn't look and save the baby before he did this crazy thing? Why y'all didn't tell the man leave and, you know, like,
Mama
it's
did
so
tell
like the
go
black
to the top. Mama
black
told
culture
him
is
to
so stuck on having a scene.
Okay.
They rather have the scene and point their finger than to stop the scene. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
When I see something go on in the front of my house, I'm going to try to stop it before it escalates. That's just me.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if it's kids around, Martin.
Right.
You get where I'm coming from?
Right. Right.
Nobody did nothing.
But you know what? Let me just say this. This is a very, very sensitive thing here. And I'm going to just say this. A lot of people don't like being disagreed with. They can't take it. They have a one-track mind. But this, we tell the truth and shame the devil. We got to tell
And
the truth on
shame
all
the
sides.
devil.
Now, I'm going to tell you, if I was in that situation, I probably would have did the same thing. Do that make it right? Probably not.
Nope.
I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being real honest. I don't have a gang in this. I don't know neither side. But one
Okay,
thing
if I was in that situation, I would have walked away.
Okay.
I wouldn't have let.
No, I'm
I
talking
wouldn't
about.
have still, if I saw
Hold
this
on.
man
I
was
was speaking.
escalating and
I
getting
was speaking.
real aggressive towards me, I would have walked away.
Sister, I was speaking as the young person in his shoes. That's what I'm talking about. Not the adult, but as the teenager. I was speaking as that.
I'm talking about as the adult, as the mama.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Because my son was with me, I would have said, "Come on, son, let's go. Forget the food. Let's go."
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's heroic to help your parent. Nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But as a caller said early in the early show today, we shouldn't be putting his face up like that. We live in the city of Chicago, people. We shouldn't display that young man face up like that. That's dangerous. That 14 face should not be up there saying he's a hero. And all we doing is setting the stage for retaliation.
Too. The guy killed gas station. So you don't want to be putting that stuff out there about that young man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should definitely protect him because he's a minor.
He's a minor. He's definitely a minor.
He was in that situation. But if I could just be honest and tell the truth and shame the devil too, Martin.
Go ahead.
I'm raising a son. You know, I'm raising a son too, and it hurt my son just to see me cry. You know what I'm saying? I could just be mad that the dishes ain't done, or I hit my foot on the wall. It's detrimental. It's detrimental to a young black boy to see his mama hurt. And by that being a black man, and he knowing that lady's son is with him, he was all the way in the wrong. Sometimes as a black man, but listen, I don't care if he knew the child was with the mother or not. Mm-hmm. He's a man. He's supposed to be able to control himself. Whether he was with his lady or knew the kid was there or was not there, we have to hold people accountable. That's the issue. He should have been able to calm himself down.
But you also had an old man who was standing behind the lady who could have said, "Look, young buck, don't get away from this lady." They didn't do nothing either. That pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could have said something. They would study filming. It was more important to film than to help somebody. Mm-hmm. So this is my thing. What if the guy had a gun and he would have shot the lady? They would have been filming while this lady is getting hurt.
Okay. Hold it right there, callers.
A gun and shot up the whole restaurant.
Yeah, I need y'all to hold on. I got a couple of more callers. We don't want to. I'm going to play the number. I'm going to 574. Hold on, 574. I'm coming to you next. I want to get this
call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, that's a call. Okay, caller, 574. 574. Caller, area code 574.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. How are you?
I'm great. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I do not agree with the charges being dropped because, however, everybody should be held accountable for their actions.
Okay, so tell me why.
Also, I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, even though I reside in Indiana right now.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do agree with the callers what they are saying somewhat, because there was a similar situation that happened with my family too as well. Whereas the man was aggressive to his mother, and the nephew stepped in and things went south. It's crazy that they has passed the gun law stating that everyone can carry now.
Not everyone, not maybe in Indiana, but not in Chicago. Not in Chicago. That's not the gun laws here.
Okay.
Okay. I want to say
But
this.
everybody has to put themselves in that young man's shoes as looking at his mother's being fault like that.
And you know what?
Because just as well as she could have walked away, he could have walked away too.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me just say this. I understand the teenager. He's a teen. I understand it. I don't expect a teenager to act like an adult. I don't expect it. Now, in some cases, they do. Okay. Now, putting myself in that situation, I probably would have done the same thing. I'm talking about in the teenager shoes. You know, maybe in my adult year. I'm just being honest. Now, I understand what you said about accountability. We understand in the state of Illinois, you should not be having a firearm until the age of 21. You got to be an FOID card holder. We know that. That's wrong. That's wrong. And we understand the circumstance. A lot of women right now, they're upset, they're mad. And I said it earlier. Some of you guys are living right now in a domestic relationship. You're getting beat down worse than the picture that we see on the screen. And nothing is happening to your boyfriend or your baby daddy, whoever you want to call him. Nothing has happened. Not justifying this case, but I'm saying, don't get on here with the hypocritical attitude and know you being beaten on several occasions. Your eyes got black, your teeth got knocked out of your mouth, and nothing has happened to the person that did it to you. And you haven't even told anyone. You've hid it.
Eyes got black.
All right. So, all right, somebody put your phone on mute, please. Put your phone on mute, somebody. Okay, 574. Go ahead. Then I got another caller after you. Three more callers.
Okay, that very may well be true. Yes, he probably did see some things in his household that he shouldn't have seen. You understand? However, first-degree murder was not
the right charge.
Appropriate charge.
That's correct.
For that case.
I agree.
You
100%.
understand? And if you are concealed to carry, and if you are shooting to defuse the situation, you could have shot him in the foot, the leg, or something and knock him off his feet. You know, even though the 14-year-old didn't know that, my heart goes out to that baby though, and his mother, and the victim's family. You understand? But it's just a sad situation all over.
No winners.
It's not.
Yeah.
But you goes back to these police officers that's doing the same thing. So where's accountability at for that? You know what I'm saying? So they're making a big story out of this young man and his mother doing the same thing that the police is doing to us every day.
Yes. Hold it right there, ma'am. Hold it right there, ma'am. Let me I got like 4 callers, and I want to get everybody. Okay. 0123. Come on, caller. We got 3 more callers out there.
How you doing, Martin?
Good.
I'm gonna make it real quick. I do agree with the charges being dropped.
Well, hold on.
Have to go through that.
Oh, okay, hold on, sir. We're looking for the ones that don't agree for the charges. So you probably on the wrong one. So that's what we're looking for. The ones that don't agree right now. That's what we're looking for. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can I just speak my opinion real fast?
No. We're looking for the ones. Looking for the ones. Okay. I got a lot of people on call. Okay. All right.
Can I?
Hold on. I'm finna go to the next caller. Hold it, ma'am. 2565. I got like 2 more other people, and I want to get these people out of the way. I don't need nobody holding them for a long time. All right. Did they hang up? Yeah, they look like they hung up. All right. Well, let's go to 6331. Come on, caller.
Hi. I don't agree with the charges, being dropped. I say this because by law, if you murder somebody in the statute of Illinois, the state of Illinois, you're supposed to be held accountable. That's murder. You see what I'm saying? So I understand that the lady was licensed to carry. I understand that her son was 14 years old. But I don't agree with what happened. I'm saying it because by the law, You're supposed to obey the laws of the land. And if you commit a crime, you're supposed to do your time. So that little boy was 14 years old. He should have been in the what you call that? What a teens be held there, but
juvenile vicinity.
He's supposed to be in a juvenile facility. Exactly. He's supposed to be receiving counseling right now. You know what I'm saying? For what he did, for his actions. You know what I'm saying? I understand his mama was licensed to carry, but see, he didn't have the right to to shoot that man in his back. See, that man, he was outside the restaurant when he left. It was over with. So why would you shoot a man 2 more times? I understand that he hit his mother in her face 3 times, so that's probably why he did it. But still, by law, that is not acceptable. And I'm done. Thank you, Minister Martin. God bless you.
God bless you. All right.
I'm kind of lost because in the video it seems like he got shot while he was punching his mom.
Okay, that's correct. But also, he ran out of the restaurant, and the young man chased him down and shot him again. That's what he's talking about. That's how he got shot twice.
That's what I call the piggyback off of Mark. Can I address that?
Can I interject because I'm a concealed carry holder?
Yes.
And a licensed concealed carry instructor. I want to make it clear. We don't teach you to shoot in no leg or no arm. We teach you to shoot in the center mass of the body or the head. You don't shoot in no other places. We not
so
playing
you were
games
shooting to kill. You intended to kill.
You shoot to kill, ma'am. We don't. Ain't no shooting to play. We don't shoot in the leg and all that. We don't teach our people that. So that's the wrong thing. If y'all hearing someone tell y'all to shoot in the leg or the arm, you're not supposed to be shooting at all.
No, well, not necessarily. I was never taught that, but I was
something of lesser force, which is a knife or mace or taser or something. We don't teach you to shoot nobody in no leg and no arm. That's even in law enforcement. You teach you to shoot in the center mass of the body or the head.
Excuse me, Mark. Can I address the thing?
No, brother. I told you, brother. This ain't you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Then.
I told you you can hold.
Go ahead.
You can hold on, but I told you. I'm trying to get many people I can. This afternoon, early afternoon, we had all the people that agreed to charge me. We had them speak first. Now I know it's sensitive. A lot of people don't want to hear this. Okay.
It's just the fact they're not addressing. That's all.
Okay. Well, no problem. Hold on. Did you put it in the messenger? Maybe I can pull it up. Okay. All right. Now, I want to hear from 0922 real quick. What do you have to say? Real quick. 0922. Go ahead, caller. And see, let me just say this. A lot of people on here mad tonight. You mad because people not agreeing with you.
Let me just say this. A lot of people on here mad tonight.
Okay, caller, waiting on you. 0922. I need you to speak. All right. Okay, let me ask a conceal and carry lady. What do you call a mutual combat?
Mutual combat.
Yeah, I mean, first people fighting and whatever. I mean, what do you call that? What is that, the name? I'm just asking the legal term.
You talk about mass
right.
A mass
mutual
shooter.
combatant.
A mass shooter is somebody that's
not a mass shooter. A person. Okay, first, if a person is hitting you with their fist, like on this video, now
it's called a mutual combatant.
You call that assault.
Assault. Okay, that's an assault. Okay.
Assault. It becomes aggravated assault when you using a weapon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, caller.
Anybody hit
Hello.
Caller. Hold on, caller. I'll call on you next. 7197. I'll call on you next. Hold on.
Unless they got a weapon.
Okay. Okay. All right. Caller. 7197. I need you to take me off speakerphone or turn something down. You got going. You got too much going on.
Yeah. I'm like this. I don't agree with them dropping the charges.
Caller. Listen to me real quick before you. I don't know if you heard the prompt. I need you to take me off speakerphone. And if you got Facebook or YouTube up, turn it all the way down because you can't listen to that and talk to me at the same time. It's going to get a reaction. Okay? Just keep your ear on the phone and just talk to me in real time. You can always go back and replay, hear yourself talk.
All right, well, I don't agree with them dropping all the charges.
Well, why?
Due to the fact that, well, because for one, everyone that does anything, no matter what, we all are human to make choices. God gave us the will to make our own choices out here. So if you raise your kids right, and he knows, like, okay, well, yeah, you're putting your hands on my mom, but the dude has already ran. I've taught my son common sense to say, you know what, that man is away, my mom is out of danger. Let me go check on my mother before I worry about killing this person. So whenever you teach your kids how to kill people, opposed to teaching them how to do something right in life, that's what you're going to get. And that they become a product of their environment. Basically, every day it goes on 83rd, 79th, all the way through into the South Side, because basically our parents have become friends. You know what I'm saying? There's no structure in the home at all, and are teaching our friends, our children that carrying a gun is okay, and that way of lifestyle is accepted. Like, it's the norm these days. And that's not how it should be. So everyone should be held accountable. I think his mother should be held accountable before him, because at the end of the day, woman, you had every right to be quiet and turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
But you felt the nerve to hang on and provoke that man. You don't know what that man was going to do. Now, I'm not saying what he did was right. But at the end of the day, someone has to be the older person in that equation. Someone has to be the adult to say, this is not right. This is not a good situation. This is hazardous. I have my 14-year-old son in the car. I'm going to leave. But that's not what happened.
That's not. So now,
see, everyone has to prove a point these days.
Yeah.
It's crazy because everyone wants to prove a point. He told her to shut up, and because she kept talking, he decided to film this woman. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. But didn't you see his hands balled up when he was talking to her? She could have shut up and walked out. I really didn't. I just seen the reaction because I only seen that half a clip, ma'am. I didn't see everything. Like,
I can honestly say, I think we can all honestly sit back and say that it's a lose-lose situation on both.
It really is. It really is. And it's the war. It's war on us.
One person talking.
Black on
black crime.
Hold it.
It's still black on black crime.
Hold it. Hold it, people. Somebody describe white on white crime to me, please. Since we're going there.
There's no really white on white crime besides Wall Street.
Hold it. So when you guys use, let me educate you a little bit. When you use black on black crime, don't use that unless you use white on white crime. If you never hear white people on the news use the term white on white crime. All right. Now, I'm just telling y'all that. I'm educating you a little bit. Crime, most of the time when crime is committed in an area where people live at. Okay, now if we was all mixed up, wasn't no black neighborhood, no China neighborhood or Asian neighborhood, we wouldn't be coming up with that black on black crime stuff. Those are white supremacist talking points. That's what that is. Crime does not have a color, people. Don't have a color. Crime is crime. Unfortunately, some black person did kill this black man. It happens. White people kill white people. Asian people kill Asian people. You never hear that term, only when it comes to the black community. So be careful using that word, people. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just giving you guys
I agree with you, Martin.
I'm not trying to give nobody no hard time. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
So when I was saying black on black crime, I mean we're black in our community. We're all black. Instead of talking to each other, trying to come together as a community and calming each other down, we steer away from trying to be there for each other. That's what I mean, black on black crime. When I said that incident, we still killing each other instead of trying to come together and talk about stuff or not trying to fight each other all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. But off subject though, even though this not even a subject, off subject though, from slavery days, isn't that what we was taught?
Yeah.
So generations after generations, we were stripped from our names. We were stripped from our everything that we have. You understand? So generation after generation after generation after generation, this is what we were taught to do, to go against each other. Other races wasn't taught that. You understand? It was not taught that. But it's only us. It's only up to us
to try to change,
to open our eyes and open our minds to see what the hell is really going on in this world.
Yeah.
So okay, hold it, sir. Hold it, sir. Hold it, ma'am. So everybody hold it. 7197. Take me off speakerphone because it sounds like you so far away. You got to be on speakerphone.
I know. I'm sorry.
Come on, brother. You can't.
It goes back to the Willie Lynch.
Ma'am, hold it. I need everybody to hold it. I need everybody to hold it. Okay. I need everybody to hold it for a minute. Okay. Let me just talk real quick. I want to pose a question to the panel. I'm going to start with 7197. What can we learn from this situation as a race of people, as a group of Black people? What can we learn from this?
I would say that the biggest lesson learned here would be us as a people need to take more value on life. They need to put more emphasis on what's important to do and what's not important to do. Better decision making will get us there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hold it before the next person.
Can I say what we can learn?
Yes. Hold on. But let me just say the number real quick. 872-299-08. 872-299-08. Call that number. The line is open. The other line might be busy. Okay, go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Caller, go ahead.
We can learn to protect.
Huh?
We can learn to protect one another.
Now you breaking up, caller. You breaking up a little bit. Go ahead.
I think she was trying to say we can learn to protect one another.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She did say that.
Okay. All right. Well, 574. What you have to say about this?
I say what we can learn from this situation is, you see how people moved out the way when he started hitting her. I see a man coming towards, an older man coming towards the camera. When he started hitting her, he could have said, "Okay, young blood, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that." You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have intervened, but they didn't. They had their phones out and instead of calling 911 or anything else, they had their phones out.
Okay.
It was important.
And everybody let the situation unfold the way it did.
Okay. Hold it for.
Well, that ain't my business. I'ma just move. Hold
it. 6745. 6745.
Who is that?
Hello?
Yes, 6745.
Yeah, it was, what I was going to say was kind of similar to what the young lady was going to say. Now, what I was going to say is, what if somebody would have stepped in? Those two gentlemen that were standing there would have stepped in. They would have saved 3 lives because those people would have been able to go home and talk about their day with their family. And we have to look at the picture as a whole. Those 3 families is going to suffer because of the tragedy of that. And then the boy and that mother is going to be dealing with that for the rest of their lives. And not only that, the family is going to be trying to seek revenge on both of those family members. So people don't really understand what has transpired in that because it's a lot of stuff that plays a part in what's going to happen in the after part that's going on with that. They eventually is going to be charged. I know they charged for murder right now, but they're going to break the case down and they're going to be charged with because it is self-defense.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I guess it all really comes back to.
I got a new caller, y'all. Hold it. New caller, 7853. Last 4 digits. 7853.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, caller?
Yeah. What I wanted to say was kind of similar to the caller that was kind of before me, but I was going to say is, what if those 2 gentlemen would have intervened They could have saved 3 lives. And just about, you got to know how to de-escalate a situation as well. You know what I'm saying? Because those 3 families is going to be affected by what's happened. Not only that, the son and the mother, they're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff that's dealing with killing that young man and the things that happened because of those 3 lives. It's a tragic that happened, and I was just thinking about what if somebody would have intervened. Those 3 people could have went home and talked about their day with their family. She could have ate that food with her son. He could have went and did whatever he was going to do. But you know what I'm saying? You have to look at the picture in the whole and like, well, somebody would have intervened.
Okay, hold it right there. I got another. Hold it right there, caller. 6336.
Hey, what's happening, Martin? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
I just wanted to say, that was very unfortunate. A lot of people on here, got different opinions, and that's just life. But, like you say, being honest, put in that situation, as a child, I probably did the same thing too. I did want to comment on, like the young ladies were saying about, a lot of people don't want to step up because it's a lot of people running around here with guns, and I think a lot of people, I believe we all walking around and stuff with some type of fear. So, because when I come up, when something ain't going right, we intervene. But when you by yourself and do the way he was acting, it looked like he was off some drugs or something. Then
absolutely.
So, people ain't going to really intervene. Now, me personally, I'm a violence prevention outreach person. And what they teaches us is safety first. So when it escalates to that, and like you said, you always talk about unity with us. And that's what we have to do. That's the only way we can be able to bring these situations down. And what I learned from that situation is, like my dad always told me, don't none get a duck in trouble but it's fear. So it's best to be on your P's and Q's when you come out here, and when something like that happens, just walk away like the young lady said. But that's all I really wanted to comment on, because a lot of people were saying, one being real, because if they were put in that situation, even being grown, and somebody beating on your mama, your reaction is going to be to execute that threat.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to comment in that way and be real, because if somebody put their hands on my mama, I'm going out. Oh,
I mean, and we can all agree if someone put their hands on one of our mothers, that what we would do. But at the end of the day, we're a very selfish people.
Who are we protecting? As a young man, who is he protecting? Especially if she is the one that's providing for him, the one that's caring for him. Who is he protecting? Actually, make it make sense.
She'll never get any help as long as
you understand. But not only that, there's a lot of people online that is licensed to carry, and they're teaching you guys to shoot to kill. Though I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that, because you can knock somebody off their feet.
Supposed to go towards your gun if a person don't have a gun at all. You're not even supposed to.
But if he's a threat and that's all you have, then what do you supposed to do?
You need 4 things in place, ma'am. You need
what are you supposed to do?
Ma'am, hold it.
Nobody is.
If you only have a gun.
First of all,
to somebody and shoot them. That's the thing. You can't just be a threat.
Because that's what they're teaching you. That's what they're brainstorming for you guys to understand. You shouldn't kill. Like, no, you don't have to shoot to kill. You really don't.
Okay. Well,
you can knock off that feet.
You ain't got to worry about none of that.
To diffuse the situation.
First of all, people,
Mark, can I make a statement?
No, hold it, people. Y'all getting out of hand now. Hold it. Stop it. Let's slow down. Now, 574, I'm not calling you to talk. Let me say something to you. I understand how your feeling is, but this is what's taught here in the state of Illinois. They're not teaching you to shoot in the foot or the hand or something like that. They don't teach that. Only time the sister said you're supposed to pull your weapon when you was under threat with a person with another weapon. That is the only time you supposed to pull your weapon out. If I'm not correct, correct me, 8668. Correct me if I'm right. 88, I think it's 88.
You cannot pull, this is the thing. Illinois is not a state where you can use deadly force, but you can protect yourself. But you have to have force in order to protect yourself.
One person talking.
If you don't,
so it's like you guys are basically like they making y'all contradict yourselves.
Hold it. People,
I got license to carry in Illinois and in Chicago. In Indiana.
Listen, let me just say this.
So I do understand where you guys are coming from.
Hold on, ma'am. You're not going to talk me now. What we're not going to do.
Sorry.
Okay, we're not going to talk. One person talk at a time. We got many listeners. I want to hear. I don't want to miss anything. I'll let you talk.
Okay.
We got a new call. Hold on. 8868. Go continue. I'll give you a couple of minutes, then I'm going to go to the next person. Come on, 8868.
It has to be 14 to face at all times, please. That's why they're saying using deadly force. They tell you to use other options prior to that. If the gentleman did not have a weapon, that was not a warrant for you to use a gun. You could have fought it out. The least you was going to have is a scratch on you, and you would be able to go home to your family.
There was a woman and a man.
Ma'am. Hold it.
Ma'am, it don't matter.
That's what they teach.
Can I comment on that?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I got another caller. You got to hold on. Okay. All right, let me go to the new caller. 917, new caller. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Martin. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Go ahead. Trying to get some order in the house. Go ahead.
Can I stay blessed, be blessed? I bet you're doing okay. So
right.
Real quick, right?
Now, hold it. I'm going to tell you before you even get started. The question is, do you disagree with the charges being dropped? If you don't, I don't want to hear from you right now. I'm going to, even though we discussing, I got to go to the next caller. So I that's what I need to know.
No, I do. Okay, I do agree.
Okay, that means I don't need to talk to you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking for people that don't agree. No, hold on. Listen. I'm looking for people. Listen to me. I'm looking for people that don't agree with the charges being dropped. All the charges being dropped. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that's only what I'm looking for. Okay. Now you can listen in if you want to, but I don't need no comment from you. All right. 1652 caller.
Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. And I'm enjoying hearing this because we're having discourse. We disagree a lot, but we're having discourse, and I think that's what we need. That's what intellectual minds do. Have discourse and exchange. A lot of people disagree with the state's attorney's office with dropping the charges. And some people feel that the message is someone can hit me or be in a fight with me, unarmed, at least with a weapon, a deadly weapon, and I can call my child or I can shoot them. I understand we have concealed carry in Illinois, but people, don't be mistaken. Each case applies to its own merit and its own evidence. Don't think because you're concealed carry and you can pull that weapon on an unarmed person and you won't be charged. Now, this lady, she had her day in court because in order to get charges dropped, you have to go to court. So that office went before a judge and said, Your Honor, we do not feel we can meet our burden. They have a high burden. Murder in the first degree, you have to prove an element called intent. Okay. They had a high burden. With that video, that jury may have gotten hung
or a judge may have dismissed the case. So they didn't want to put these two through that, knowing that they had a weak case. But remember, let us not think that because we're concealed carry, we can shoot an unarmed person, because those facts in that video may not be your facts. And you may have your day in court, and it may go the other way. You may be doing 20, 25 years. So they applied the law. They couldn't meet their burden. Now, it was charged. I agree that they should have been charged. But I also agree with them dropping the charges because the evidence didn't add up.
To a first-degree murder, yeah.
To a first degree,
So-
yes. They would have been.
So they could have
got-
charged manslaughter or a slew of other charges,
Yeah.
involuntary manslaughter. They could have. But at this point, they dropped all the charges because they felt they couldn't meet their burden, or they felt they was overcharging. But I
Because
don't
they did.
want the panel or the listeners, Martin, to think that just because they're concealed carry, it's a license to kill an unarmed person or a person without a weapon, because it's all at the discretion of the state's attorney office. That's what the law of the land gives them. It gives them discretion to charge or not charge. So I don't want people to feel that, oh, I can defend myself at all costs. You can, but it may cost you your life. You may have to go to the penitentiary. But I, as a parent, not putting my children in that position. I'm not going to put them in the position to have their memory haunt them for the rest of their life killing somebody. But I'm not going to put my children in a position. Now, I will say that mother should have protected her son instead of asking her son to protect her. She should have been protecting him.
Yeah.
That's my piece.
Okay. All right. Well, hold it,
Do
sir.
anyone have a whole video?
Can I understand? Because I don't want you all to get the wrong impression about getting us
Exactly.
Okay, go
because
ahead.
there are 4 rules that have to be in place with people talking.
You're breaking up, caller. Caller, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. I don't know why you're breaking up, but you're breaking up.
But there are 4 rules that must be in place at every given moment that you are using a weapon. Because if one of those rules is not in place and you could have done something else, you will be charged and it would not be considered as self-defense. That's what I was saying. And the first rule is you must be in immediate fear of death or grave bodily harm for yourself or another person. The threat must be imminent and must be serious that a reasonable person would fear the same thing and if they was in that same position. And when I say reasonable person, I'm talking about the jurors would have felt like if they was in that predicament, they would have done the same thing, shot this person. And I promise you, one of them jurors would not have felt that way because they would have felt like she could have walked off. So that's number 1. Number 2, you must be an innocent party, which she did have that. No lesser force was sufficient or available to stop the threat. It was a lesser force because she could have walked away. She could have stopped talking and walked out. So that's 2 things she violated. And number 4, must be no reasonable means of retreat or escape. There was a way she could have escaped. It was different witnesses around. She could have walked away. So that's 3 things that was violated that could have resulted in no self-defense defense. So she would have violated 3 of those causes if they would have went for something like involuntary manslaughter or manslaughter.
Okay, hold it right there. I got a new caller.
So that's what I'm saying. Your picking up a weapon should have been a very last resort, meaning you couldn't escape, you couldn't get away, you couldn't walk away from the situation. It wasn't the doors was locked or something like that. Then you got to fight your way out.
Okay, thank you. 9168. 9168.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, you doing?
Okay, so I just want to bring another perspective that we haven't even thought of.
Okay, hold it before you go there. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that don't agree with the charges that the prosecutor dropped the charges. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Now,
Okay, I do not. I don't agree.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
go
agree.
ahead. Well, you can talk. Go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
this is why, because we opened the Pandora box, and they're going to use this. And a lot of people don't see this. They're going to use this as justification for when the police see when Kim Fox get out of office, because she's going to retire. Those police are going to start retaliating on your children on the street. And they ain't going to need no justification, because when they pull their gun out as a peace officer, they're going to have every right to do whatever they can if they see it was a threat. They're going to say that same line that they say all the time. I feared for my life. And that's going to be all they need to say. And they're going to get off. So y'all remember this day. Remember this day. Please do. Because y'all going to have people sitting up here saying street violence is the way to go. We're going to handle it on the streetway. So remember, the police is going to say, I fear for my life. And y'all, and I don't want to see nobody that's agree with this stand up here and talk about let's go protest. I'm not going to stand with y'all because y'all not standing for what's right. You do not take the law in your own hand. We have really, we're doing it the wrong way, because 1 minute when a white man put a gun at you, it's all wrong. But now that this man is black on black crime, it's all right. No, it's not. Somebody got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Crime is crime. Somebody lost their life.
Hey, Martin,
they was wrong or right.
I don't need you to comment, ma'am. Thank you.
I agree with
Okay,
you.
I think. Okay, all right.
But I'm going to tell you, the other part of it's going to be the police. And that's all I'm saying. When those police start coming at y'all, because we going to see this pendulum is going to change on us real soon. Y'all don't see what's going on. They're trying to hire the immigrants to be police officers. Y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all got to see past your kid. You got to see past that lady. Everybody see themselves as that lady. Y'all don't see yourself as a collective group. We have to protect all black women, and black women can protect themselves by controlling the temperature. The one gift that we have as women is that we can talk ourselves out of situations. We control the temple. She could have controlled that temple and got that young man down, instead of and not try to escalate the situation. A lot of times we escalate the situation, women. Yeah. But we can de-escalate a situation as well, because we control the temperature in life, in any room we go into. So I blame the mother 100%. I don't care how good of a mama she was. She could have left that money there. Nobody's life should have been taken over no Polish and fries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period. This don't make no damn sense that we arguing about some damn Polish and fries, and we mad that somebody's life got caught, and everybody saying if it was my mama. No, they're gonna start shooting people and killing people for no damn reason. We got enough violence,
and they already doing that.
They doing it.
Can I speak, Martin?
No, hold it.
And then by them trying to
Listen,
get all the
ma'am,
guns out
listen,
the
ma'am, you out of order, baby. I'm trying to tell you, 574. Let this lady talk, please.
I didn't say anything.
You talking now? All right, come on up, ma'am. Go finish up. 9168.
That's all I want to say, Martin, because I see the backside of that. I'm good, but y'all have a good night. Thanks, Martin, for hearing us out.
No
Thanks,
problem.
guys. That's
All
the only
right.
point I want to put on it.
New caller, 7518. New caller, 7518.
Good evening, cuz. How you doing?
Hey, that's my cousin, y'all. This is my oldest cousin on my mama's side. Go ahead. Go ahead, cuz.
First, I'm going to say that I disagree and agree with the charges. But I just want to say right now to us that we all felt that situation. We all, everybody that was in that restaurant, felt as being the righteous people who we are supposed to stand up and be. The owner felt the customers because they was just looking, and no one had called the police. Those that was recording, as long as it took you to record, someone could have called for help. The young man who was the aggressor at first, he was already angry about something. He had no relationship with this woman, and even if they was arguing over food, she hadn't done nothing to him to make him that angry. This young brother was angry, and he had been pleading with her, if you listen to him, please don't say anything else. And she kept trying to talk with him, and she switched positions with him because he was the beast at first. And then when she got into the other, his anger transformed to her anger because she's angry now that this man been beating him. Her son was angry. The son was angry. So now we switched positions. The man lost his life. The mother and daughter, the mother and son lost their life because they were separated from each other. Now they're charged. The mother of the victim, of the man who was killed, she lost her son. The enemy is at hand with us in every way he can. And in our community, we are being divided and not looking at the fact that we're quick to be reporters. We're quick to post, to do all this. But when are we going to stand up for righteousness and speak for each other? Where's the love that we're supposed to have for one another? The young lady should have left. Not only should the young lady left, those that was watching should have left. Because we all failed each other. And every time one of our youth, one of our precious babies is caught up in violence like this, it just destroys everyone. We rise together, we fall together. So everybody just failed together. And this is going to be continuous until we start not being afraid to say something. Something should have been said. Something should have been done. And at that point in time, being angry, nobody was thinking clearly. Because I heard callers call in and say, the son was very intelligent. The mother was very intelligent. But the gentleman, they spoke of his violence in his life. And like they said, everybody get mad at some point. But we all felt that situation. All those that was there felt, because I guarantee you, somebody wanted to call, somebody had it in their heart to call the police, and I guarantee you, somebody is at home thinking, man, I should have called the police. I should have just helped her. I should have helped him. I should have said something. We have to stop being afraid to speak. We watch our children rob our neighbors, and we want to be quiet. We watch them hurt others, and we want to be quiet. And we try to justify what they do or what has been done to destroy them. And we know our children are doing wrong. That mother, I don't know the whole story, if she told her son to shoot him or whatever, but if she did, she persuaded that innocent baby, and he lost his life. And he lost his life because he got to deal with this mentally. It destroys you. I'm a mother of a child that was brutally murdered on the street. And this destroys us mentally. And we got to start showing love to one another. Aren't we our sisters and brothers keeper? We have to fight the enemy together. And in this situation, the enemy stood out. He stood out. And now we're asking for mercy. We're asking for mercy.
But back to the subject at hand.
Sir.
No matter if the little boy
Sir,
was mad
sir,
or that the older man was
sir,
bad.
sir,
At the end of
sir,
the day,
sir, you can't do that, brother. You got to come through me. This is not that type of platform.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Thank you. All right. Go ahead, cuz.
I love you all. I'm glad I had an opportunity to voice my opinion.
Okay, thank you. And by the
I
way,
just want us as people to love each other and let's stop being afraid and help one another.
by the way, cuz they dropped all charges, so they out free right now. I don't know if you hit the update, but that's where they at now. They dropped all charges on the mother and the son. So I just want to let you know the update on that. So I don't know if you've been updated on what's going on, but that's what
No,
it is.
I wasn't.
Okay, they dropped all charges. So just let you know that's what's going on. But thank you for your comment. I'm going to go to the next caller. You can hang on if you want to. 3268 caller, you're next, live, uncut, unedited. 3268.
Good evening, Martin.
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt, how you doing? Go ahead.
I'm doing great. Considering me now, even though I can I'm a little bit like kind of torn. I'm a little bit like what your cousin said. I agree with it, but yet I disagree all at the same time. Because I agree with it on one point, because, I mean, you know, the boy was trying to defend his mother. I mean, I think any one of us would like to defend our mother and family and friends. But yet I disagree with it because I have to also agree with one of the other callers. If this kind of stuff just, like, slips by, I believe that this one case is going to set a very bad precedent. That people are able to do things and able to take the law into their own hands and nothing could ever be done. And I don't know if anybody has like their phone on speakers or something.
Yeah,
A very
listen,
bad echo.
hold on. 4197. 4197. He's gone. Go ahead, Roosevelt. Go, Roosevelt.
Yeah, I think it's like I was saying. I think it's going to set a very bad precedent. That all because somebody was offended, or all because someone might have got hit, or whatever, that you can just shoot an unarmed person, especially if it's something so small and so stupid. And my whole thing is, Martin, I mean, because I haven't seen the whole video. Where can you see the whole video, first of all? Because I'm the kind of person, you know me, I research everything. I like to know or ask the question as to, I always ask why. I'm the guy who always asks why. Why did this thing get started? And what was this whole thing over in the first place? I mean, what was so big and so important that it had to cause all of this? Do you even know?
Yeah, well, Roosevelt, I can only go by what I see on the video. So I don't know what started, but what I do know, this is what I do know. A 14-year-old had a gun. He shot the man in the back, once in the store and once out of the store when the man ran out of the store. I do know that a man punched a woman 3 times inside the store. She didn't fight back. I didn't see her throw a punch. I'm going by what I see on the video. One thing we know, we got a dead man. Now, a dead, unarmed man. He did strike the woman 3 times.
Yeah. And do you think that this woman now, do you think that because her son are free, and people know who this person is, I don't care if she did. You know, I saw a little bit of news footage where she called herself trying to come out of the Cook County jail, call herself wearing a mask, which is so stupid, excuse me for saying so, but that's a subject for a whole nother day.
Well, let me say, hold it. I wouldn't call that stupid. She's probably doing that for her own protection. Because you don't know.
But people still know who she is.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying, you don't know. I don't know anything about this person that got killed inside the store. So he may have family, he may have children, anything. This is a real, and people putting this young man up on the internet talking about he's a hero. They shouldn't do that.
Right.
You're bringing danger to that family. Don't do that. And I'm going to say another thing, and I said in the last show. I'm going to let you talk, Roosevelt. A lot of you are very heartless when it comes to death. But if it's your relative, you'll be thinking different. And also, you better be careful and you better watch what you say on the internet because the internet is very small. Okay, keep your personal opinions to yourself when it's concerning people, dead loved ones. People have been known to get gunned down for taunting the dead and making comments of the dead. So I don't want nobody to come on my platform, scamming through your name, getting your picture, finding out some information about you, and trying to shoot you on a retaliatory. I don't want that to happen. I'm just letting you know it can happen. So be careful what you say about this black man that's deceased. All right? Go ahead, Roosevelt. Go ahead, Roosevelt.
And do you think, just asking you, Martin,
Roosevelt, I'm not answering no questions now.
Because of all of this,
Roosevelt, I'm here to ask questions, not really answer them, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. But it's my opinion, but I'm not going to ask it. Okay, I can say it another way. I think that this woman now, probably, since everybody knows her name and knows who she is, maybe she just needs to move out of Chicago and everything now, because everybody knows some people could be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
Can I piggyback off of that, Martin?
No, sir. No, sir. 4471.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Crystal Lee.
Okay, what's your stand on this?
Okay, I don't agree with them not getting charged for the copy. It kind of makes
okay. All right, this is what I need you to do. I need you to talk straighter because your phone kind of breaking up, and I need to explain to me why you think they shouldn't have dropped the charges. That's what I need you to explain to me.
Because it looks like either way it goes, it was still clear murder. And if, to be honest, if it would have been me, if the mother should have told him to hand her, she should have told him to hand it to her and took it if it was going to happen that way. And another thing I don't agree with everybody on here saying is that everybody should intervene. If you lived in Chicago, especially in that area, 100 or anything, or any part of Chicago, you already know there is no intervening in those situations. Don't nobody intervene. Those days of all that, we used to help people.
Talk a little louder, ma'am. Ma'am.
People do not intervene.
Ma'am, talk a little louder, please. Thank you. I need to try to hear.
People do not intervene anymore. You know, the days of intervening have been way over because you can get yourself hurt. So I don't want them to be on here ridiculing that old man that turned away or anybody that walked out that store because you don't always put yourself first. Your life and your safety first. So people that saying, oh, somebody should have intervened and what they could have done, in those situations, you don't do nothing but run. When I'm up there, I don't do nothing but run. So there's no intervening. You mind your business. You try to get in and out as safely as you can and stay out of trouble and stay out of jams like that. If you'd have been standing in that store, you wouldn't have tried to break up that dangerous man because as you can see, there was no de-escalating him. He said, say one more word and she got hit. So where's the de-escalation in that? There was no turnaround. Those men in Chicago off Percocet, cocaine, Viagra, they off 17 different drugs at one time.
Hold on, hold it. You talking about Viagra? That's a drug too?
When all of them mixed together.
I heard that. I heard that.
Well, it's dangerous all together. So there's no intervening. They can stop saying that. Let's just be honest. Let's not get on here and ridicule people in Chicago for being afraid. Because my brother got killed up there. People said they saw him and they was afraid to talk to the police too. It happens every day. It happens every day. But I'm sorry for the loss on all the people and stuff like that. But somebody should have got charged, you know. Just to show people that that's not, you know, you can't just walk up and kill somebody blatantly like that. You know, that is a sad thing because it does open up doors for people. And you know how people mind go way left. So now everybody probably thinking if that was me or if that happens to me, that I'm okay, especially if I'm concealed, which most people just got concealed to carry once stimulus dropped. Now everybody gonna think that it's okay to, you know, go ahead and get away with it. It's really not. So like they said, do be careful with that and maybe do your laws and your studies to make sure you're okay and protect yourself and try to stay out those situations. But I wouldn't prescribe intervening to anybody in Chicago. That's a very dangerous situation. You should not intervene and put themselves at risk when you see situations like that happen. If you can safely get away and call the police, that's different. But even video recording sometimes is dangerous. So that's not a good idea either.
Okay. Hold it right there. 3654, caller, you're next.
Good evening, Martin.
Good evening.
It's me, Brother Robert.
All right, Robert. You know what we're talking about now.
Yep. I've been watching all the headlines. The way I feel about it, I mean, I'm 45 years old. You should never put your hands on a woman, period.
Okay.
There are repercussions behind when you hit a woman.
Okay, Robert. All right. Hold it right there, Robert.
And I'm not saying.
No.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I'm not saying that.
Okay, I know, I understand, Robert. This is what we're looking for, Robert. We're looking for people that don't agree with the charges being dropped. That's what we're looking for.
Okay, in my case, I could say that that was self-defense because he shouldn't have hit him.
Robert, we're looking for people that don't agree with the charges being dropped. That's what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're looking for. Now, if you know, okay. Now I'm not saying that it's so cool for a man to put his hand on a woman. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying if it's self-defense. Not. I'm just saying that's what we're looking for. Some people are upset because all the charges are being dropped, but they drop now. Some people are okay with, like me personally. I don't believe that she should have or her son been charged with first-degree murder. That's not a first-degree murder.
Exactly.
That's the wrong charge, period.
Exactly.
I'm going to say that.
Absolutely.
Now, I do believe somebody should have been charged. Maybe not the woman. That's me personally. This is my opinion. This ain't law. This is not law. This is just my opinion. That's all. That's what I want to say. Because we do have a dead body, a dead person that died in that restaurant or died on the way to the hospital, whatever. And we do have a body. Somebody have to give it accountable for that. And he was unarmed.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People are upset tonight. This is very sensitive, but hey, it is what it is. And hey, listen, I have no skin in the game. I don't know neither family. I haven't spoken to no family on neither side. Don't know nothing. I just want the truth. That's all I want is the truth, nothing else. My condolences go out to the family that lost their loved one. And like I say, I don't care what you think about the dead man or he was this or he was that. That doesn't matter. One thing that matters is he have people that love him. So we have to be careful of what we say and how we speak about this dead man. Okay? Just want to be remindful because it's a small world. And people get shot and killed over internet beefs or people making statements, taunting the dead and talking about the dead. This is real. This is a real sensitive. So if you on here saying that's good, it happened to me, I suggest you probably delete that comment. I'm just telling you for your safety, because I don't want nobody to get hurt because you're on my platform speaking your mind, which is, you can't do that. But I don't want nobody looking you up and seeking you out to hurt you or do anything to you, because I don't want to be held responsible for that. That's just me talking, Robert. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold it, Robert. Let me go 3654. 3654.
That's me.
Oh, that's you? Okay. Oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go back to young man. He was on here earlier. The one outbursting. 7197. Go ahead. 7197.
Yeah, I mean, I really think the man should, that someone should really be charged because it sets the norm for everyone else to be like, okay, well, hey, look, he's a hero, and he's a 14-year-old kid, so all these kids at school now, they already think carrying guns and hurting people are okay. So as far as you saying people shouldn't speak out about, this brother being dead, I can totally understand that too, but at the end of the day, us as the people need to learn how to speak out against what's right and what's wrong. Because if everybody keeping their mouth closed and saying, you know what, hey, that was wrong, he did that, he suffered a consequence, and God rest his soul. But at the end of the day, there's consequences to every action that we do out here, so you have to understand what you can and what you can't do. But won't nobody speak out and say, you know what, hey, that is wrong, but at the same token, you still get someone needs to be charged, because you can't take the law into your own hands. And the moment it becomes the norm, it just recreates the cycle over and over and over again. Absolutely. And everybody will think they can walk around and shoot people when someone does something to their loved one. I've seen a lot of fights on the street where girls fight another girl. So it's okay for her little sister in the backseat to pick up a gun and come shoot this girl. No, it's not okay. You know, and as long as we continue to sweep it under the rug, like it is okay, we're not going to go anywhere as people. Accountability must be taken. And as long as we can't step back and take accountability for our actions or hold each other to a higher standard, then we never will go anywhere. No matter what, who was right, who was wrong, at the end of the day, if you don't take accountability for your actions, you're going to stay in the same place. And that's why we are where we are. We're teaching our children that what they're seeing on, obviously, the news, the radio, the media, that hey, you can protect someone by carrying a gun instead of protecting someone and saying, hey, bro, let's just walk away before this gets too bad. Let's just leave before this escalates to something that happens. We all seen the video clearly that the woman could have walked away. We all seen clearly that the man could have walked away. Okay, so it's not about who could have walked away, who could have stayed, or who could even help the woman while they were in there. Because you have to have a general caring for the common human to even care enough to step outside the body and say, you know, hey, could you stop this around me? Or this is not good. Maybe we can get in trouble. But whenever you're selfish people, we only think about what we can do. We only think about what we can get from one another, from one another instead of what we can do for one another. And as long as we think like that, we'll never go anywhere. You can say what you want. My opinions don't mean nothing, but right and wrong is wrong. And don't ever set the norm for people to take laws in their own hands, because when that happens, it creates a center mass of chaos for the whole world, and there will be no structure at all, and this world cannot, function without structure. That's just my comment on it.
Okay, thank you so much.
I agree.
Okay.
574 agree with what he just said. However, whatever happened to fighting? Whatever happened to just, even though you are licensed to carry, you were taught to do what they teaching you to do. But whatever happened to shooting somebody to drop them down to a level where they still live, but however learned their lesson.
But why is it?
That's the point that I was trying to get out of that. However, I did not know that the young man chased followed him out of the restaurant and then shoot him again. I didn't see that in the video. Only thing that I seen in the video is the young man striking the woman 3 times, and then you hear gunfire, and the video is cut short. That's what I see. Mm-hmm. So I was just commenting on what I seen in the video.
That's cool.
However, I still feel like he did a right thing. However, he could have still shot the man elsewhere to knock him off his feet, to stop hitting his mother, if that makes sense to you guys.
But he was shot in the back, too.
He was shot in the back.
He was shot in the back once, right?
Twice.
And then they said that, as I'm listening to everyone's comment, they said that also that the man had... Exactly.
Can I tell the scenario, the fourth scenario to you guys?
Exactly. Is what I'm saying, too. Because the police do it every day. So instead of shoot to kill, you could shoot to still defend yourself instead of shooting to kill.
Because if somebody was shot in the back, that shows that they were trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? That their back is to you, that they're leaving. So if they're leaving and escaping you, what does that mean? They're no longer a threat.
Exactly.
Mark, can I tell a scenario?
No,
but
sir.
He was shot in the back as he was punching his mother, though, right? But I do agree that there was no reason why he should have followed the man out of the restaurant. There was no reason for that. However, shooting her inside the restaurant. Okay, what happened?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No.
There's 2 doors in the restaurant. It's
sir.
It's the west entrance and the east exit out of the door. When you come in the restaurant,
all right. I told him he can't talk. He just bypassed what I said. I'm not here. You're not supposed to be on the line. You was on the line earlier.
Hello, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, Roosevelt. All right.
I don't know what happened to the other guy.
No, I cut him off because he's not supposed to be
talking.
talking.
I would like to hear the whole story.
No.
Like
Me too.
Listen.
I want to know what the argument started from.
No,
that's what I want to know.
No, first of all, he's not supposed to.
I want to know what it was started.
I don't know what it was for.
Right.
I'm always the
Right.
person
So
to
I
ask
would have.
why did this
Oh my
happen?
God.
Shh, I need one person talking at a time, people. I
Because
cannot.
I'm
would
gonna
be
get a
outraged.
slide
Hold
of
it.
a
Hold it. Y'all
slide
hold
of the
it. Hold
video.
it.
Like what
Tell the
actually
truth
happened in
and
that
shame
moment
the
to
devil.
make people actually react the way that they
Ma'am,
did. Like
ma'am,
what actually
ma'am.
happened?
74.
Because
Hold
right
hold
now,
on.
stuff we know
Hold,
that the woman's
hold
not
on,
going to talk,
Roosevelt.
and the other guy's something. You know, he's
Roosevelt.
no longer with us to be able to talk.
Roosevelt.
So
Roosevelt.
I don't know. Maybe we'll
Roosevelt.
never know.
Roosevelt.
Maybe.
I don't need nobody to talk
we
until I
only
come.
see what the media is putting out to us. You understand? And that's where a lot of things get misconstrued at, because at the end of the day, this man could have been irate from the jump.
All right, people.
We don't know.
All right.
Because we don't even
All right.
have a full video. We just see him punching her son reacted. This man could have been irate from the jump.
All right. At the end that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. Y'all put your phone on mute. Thank you. All right. I have this number, 9914. 9914. Everybody put your phone on mute. Put your phone on mute. 9914. All right. All right, people. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end it right there. We're going to end it. We're going to end it right there. All right. I want to thank everybody for their comments. People, please be mindful when you
Hey, Martin, I'm back. Are you finished the same scenario?
No. I'm gone. Hey, thank y'all, everybody. I'm out of here.
No, this Roosevelt, man.
Hey, Roosevelt,
what do
I'm
you
gone.
think happened?
Roosevelt, I'm cutting everybody off. I'm done. I'm done. Just edit the show. Okay, I'm done. All right. All right, people. This time we out of here.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
This is where
tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, people. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.